Okay, so now that we have done the floor and the ceiling, the windows, let's just try to take a render. Okay, um, just see how it would look like. I'll pause the video. So this is what we have for now. As you can see, we have a nice reflection here for the floor. And remember, this is just only the beginning. We uh, we only have 800 by 600 for the resolution, and also the lighting is not yet prepared, but this is basically what we have. So for now, let's create the aluminum texture. I'll use just a diffuse black color, a reflection, almost yeah, something like this. Okay, and the reflection glossiness, let's add some glossiness to it. 0.85, 0.8. Yeah, this looks pretty nice, I think. And we'll unlock the Fresnel IOR, that too, so it has more reflectivity. Good. And also in the material here, I'll add a fall-off so that the sides are less reflective. Let's change this to something like this. So we have almost even reflection. I'll change the curvature here. Let's just add a point. I'll add a point that has a Bezier. Now just move it down. Yes, something like that. Good, and that's our texture. Now let's also work on the glass material that we created earlier. Here, let's change this name to aluminum. Here, yeah, well, this is the glass. The diffuse, leave it as black. Okay. The reflection will have a little bit high. Reflection, reflectivity 169. The reflection glossiness, let's add 1.5. Something like that. And the Fresnel IOR, just 2.1. We will change it later if we see that it's not good. I wanted to have some reflectivity. I wanted to reflect the bed that we have here. In the scene that I have created, I noticed that I didn't did not increase the reflectivity. So as you can see here, we could have had better results. We had if I had increased the reflectivity of the glass. So now let's also create. Yeah, let's apply first. Apply this and this, and also apply the same material to this for now, the aluminum. yeah, considering this has a aluminum cladding or something, it will look good. You'll see. Okay, now let's create the wall material. We'll have diffuse something close to here. And we'll have it semi-gloss or something, so let's add some reflectivity. Okay, the glossiness is going to be something like 0.8. Let's see how this would look. 0.8. So increase the IOR to 1.8, so I have more reflectivity. Now the ceiling material, as you can see here, we have here something like parquet in the ceiling. So let's create that ceiling, and in the diffuse I will have a composite. Now you'll see why I used the composite. In the first layer I will add a bitmap. Yeah. I'll use this material. I will upload it in the description. So this is what we have for now. Now add a second layer. As you can see, the color of this material is very different to this one here. So that's why, yeah. First, as you can see, this is very saturated. I don't want it to have those rich colors, so I will apply a color correction here. The first layer, I will choose it. Click here, choose color correction. Keep old map as a submap. Okay. I will desaturate it about -12 or something. No, let's desaturate it more. Something like this. So we have this shape of the wood, the texture, and we will have the color from the composite. Yes, let's leave it at -50. Now in the second one, in the second layer, let's add also a bitmap, and I will choose this wooden background. I will also upload this so you can use it as well. The opacity, let's decrease the opacity at 70, 72, and the composite type is going to be multiply, I guess. It's good. Yeah, as you can see, we have a very different material than we had at first. This is why I like using composite. And let's get rid of anything that will produce repetitive texture. So just drag it right here and apply. Yeah, I think this is gonna be better. So that's what we have for now. We have a composite in the diffuse, and I will add reflection, of course, just a little bit of reflection. You don't want it to reflect the greenish here that's coming from the background. So just add some reflectivity like this. The glossiness to 0.7, and let's add also a bump material. I will copy this, create a copy, and add a color correction here, and I'll desaturate it and also bring up the brightness a little bit and contrast also. Yeah. So this is our material, as you can see. Let's apply it. Let's see. I'll apply a UVW map. It's something like this. Yeah, that's good. That looks fine for now. Now, what else? Yeah, let's start modeling this nightstand. I got it from the internet. By the way, to kind of get a scene that is neat and well designed, you need to find a theme for your model. For example, as you can see, the colors are very neat, and they are well, let's say, they look pretty good with each other. You know, the white color for the wall, the wood, and also the ground. So I did the same and searched for modern nightstands on the internet, and here's what I got. I found this, and yeah, so let's model this nightstand. Pretty nice. We'll start by creating a box. I just hit Alt Q, and I'm in the top view. Let's make it 40 centimeters. 0.4. The height 0. Let's see, 0.025. The width 0.05. So this is almost, let's make it 2. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's apply inevitable poly. As you can see, we have soft edges for those. They're not sharp as this. So let's apply some. We'll apply a turbo smooth, but first, in the top view, I'll select those. Add a connection, double connection, segments, and I'll finish them up so that they are here. And choose those. Hit Alt R for ring. just try to make those areas squared so that we have even softness, smoothness. Also like this. Now if we apply a turbo smooth, add 2 iterations. Again, let's select those and see how they change it as we move it. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. We can add 3 iterations to have more smoother result, but I would like to keep it at 2. Let's just make them, yeah, 2 ordinary. Okay, so let's create an array. And first, let's just move it up a little bit. 0.042. In the front view, let's create an array of 10. Hit preview. In the Y, incremental, choose 0.04. Great, that's good. And I'll make a copy right here. Now, from the left view, I'll drag this down like this. Great. Yeah, so this is what we have for now. For those, let's go to the top view and move them minus 0.35. So I assume this is 40 by 40 centimeters. So we have here this wood piece is 5 centimeters in width. So I just moved it back so it is 40 centimeters. We also need to do the same for the top piece. One is here. That's what we have for now. We also have, let's go to the back view. Let's select those and create a copy. Just create a copy. Let we have an aligned. Yeah, they're aligned. Great. So this is not gonna continue here. Let's create circular, sorry, squared column here. From view, I want it to not intersect, just touch it here. And I'll try this out. Also, just touch, do not intersect. You see there's a little gap here, so this is what we're trying to achieve here. And I'll move it just a little bit so we can get this gap right here. Good. So now okay, we have just one final piece top view. And from view, select those. Here. Now move this down. Also there, just touch, do not intersect. Good. So also move those so they touch on this. Let's see again. Yeah. So this is what we have for now. You can see this, yeah, this should be brought. Oh, sorry. Create a copy of it. Great. So now we have the model of the nightstand, and now it's texture. As you can see, they have used two different materials, two different wood types, colors. So we'll add those. Come here from the material. Yeah, so in diffuse, I'll use a bitmap. This pull in the background. So this is the first material. We will apply the darker wood to those. Yeah, and also the inner piece of wood. We just apply it. Now what we're gonna do is let's apply. Yeah, first let's create the second material. Let's call this light. Sorry, dark wood. And here light wood. We'll bring this with table texture. As you can see, it's very saturated. I don't want it to be like this. I want it to be desaturated like this one. So let's apply a color correction and just desaturate a little. That's good. We'll have the same reflectivity. Let's copy, paste it. The glossy is 72.72, and also let's apply a bond material. The same as we did with the ceiling. Here, I'll apply a color correction. Take off all the saturation, some brightness and contrast. That's good. We'll do the same for the second material, the white wood material. In the bulk. And we'll take off all the saturation. Just the bright contrast a little. The point is when you increase the contrast, as you can see, the white gets whiter and the black gets blacker, and this is what creates the bump. This is what makes the bump look more bumpy. So let's apply this second material here. Sure. Good. As you can see, this is very repetitive. We don't want this, so we will apply UVW map for each and every one of them. The box. I will just move the box randomly for each one. So I will just copy it to each and every one and select the gizmo and just move it around for everyone. Maybe change the size, scale it up. I'm just hitting one to select the gizmo. Maybe rotate it a little. 90 degrees like this. And let's start applying the UVW to the rest. This looks nice, I guess, for this one. Just increase the light, 11. Let's leave this one as it is. Apply a UVW map for this one. Let's rotate it. Rotate the gizmo. Yeah, just make it something better. And we'll just move it here. Great, and there you have it. Let's also let's do here. So as you can see, we have a nice nightstand that also look realistic because we have variated the textures. Yeah, let's group them. Group nightstand. Just align it to the ground, the floor. Perfect. Now let's import the bed. I have downloaded the bed. As you can see, this is a very high poly bed. It would take a lot of work to produce something like this. Actually, you can't produce something like this on 3ds Max. It's very hard. They use a program that is called Marvelous Designer. I will try to make some tutorials on it, but not right now. This is not part of the tutorial. So you can download such models from this website here. It's called 3dsky.org, and just search for Flavia bed. If you come here and go to beds and choose the free, you'll have to create an account to be able to download. They give you 3 downloads a day, or you can have a paid account, so you can download, I think, 8 or something. Just try to see it. I'll search for the same bed for you. You can pick any bed actually that you like. You don't have to pick the same bed that I have used. So I think yeah, this there it is in the second page. This is the one. So as you can see, this very amazing model, you can download it for free. It's 55 megabytes and have an FVX file. So just download it, or download any bit that you want. And now let's import it and merge it into the scene that we have. Before we merge it, just make sure that you have the materials, the folder that contains the materials here in the user path. Just come here from customize, configure user path, external files, add. I'll go to where I have the bed. After you download it, you'll have to unzip it. So my library, I have it here in beds, bed Flavia. So I have the maps here. Make sure that you use this path before you merge the bed, so that the bed has all its textures. Yeah, so let's import, merge. It will take some time because the file is actually big. It has a lot of polygons. Yeah, many faces. So group them. There are 2 groups. Just group them so that we can move it around in the top view. I'll rotate it. Place it somewhere here. Just move the nightstand a little bit away. To create a copy. Let's see how it looks. So yeah, as you can see, the nightstand is not visible. So I will just select the camera target, move it a little bit like this, so that we have a nightstand in the view. Now I'll select the camera and also move it a little bit backwards so we get a better view. Something like that. So now we have the bed. Let's just move it up. As you can see, it's in alignment with the bottom of my flooring. So I will move it up by 15 centimeters, as you can see. And yeah, here you have it. We have the bed. Now let's make sure we have applied our materials. I'll apply the wall material here. And let's try to render all. Okay, so this is what we have for now. I'll end this video right here, and next video we will work on the lighting of the scene. We'll also work on the ground material of those of the foothill, and we will also add, let's see what we have left, the luster, the little modern chandelier, and the art painting. We'll also add those, and we will add the rug as well, and also the curtains. Yeah, and we will be finishing the scene up. So don't forget to subscribe to get all the new videos, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.